Future condo maintenance, what do we do? Hi everyone, my name is Mike Rennick. I'm the team lead, the senior broker of Team Rennick, part of that great Mangrove Realty Associates family. My guest today is Mr. Steve Reed.
Hey,
Steve, welcome.
how you doing?
Important issue to talk about. Steve owns two local newspapers, both the Longboat Key News and Sarasota City News. This goes back to the tragic incident that occurred in Miami, where a condo that didn't have the right kind of maintenance automatically started to crumble, decay, and crumble, and ultimately they brought it down. Very sad story. But now it's time to start being proactive up here.
And we had our, in the past, for those that don't remember, Dolphin Towers,
yes.
Which is a...
But that was a good news story in how they proactively addressed it up front.
Yeah.
But what's happening now? Why are we back?
What's happening is that event has really spurred Sarasota, especially downtown, but also on Longboat Key and Lido, to really, all these condominium associations are examining several facets. They're looking at their financial reserves for upgrades and for improvements and renovation work that may be necessary or deferred. So that's one, reserve level, and what needs to be done. They're trying to form strategies for both safety as well as property values.
Absolutely.
You've seen lobbies updated and so on. First, obviously, structural issues. So you have that going on, and they're working with the city, trying to create a formal program with the city and city engineers so this doesn't happen, so you don't have safety structural issues.
So maybe the way this is going, instead of leaving it up to each condo association, it needs to be driven from the city government.
And systemized, so
yes,
there becomes an annual inspection or standards. Right? Well, there are building standards, but as you know, you have to conform with the codes when built.
Right, if something was built 40, 45, 50 years ago, those codes were different.
Yeah.
But let's say they met those codes. Let's say they're good codes.
Yeah.
If you don't maintain the building and the structure, buildings deteriorate.
Just like, we hate to say it, they're going to ask government for help, but you see bridges. You see this happen all the time. A good bridge, all of a sudden is on the verge of collapsing. We find out the welds don't work. So
this is a good news story because they're going to start getting together and talk about it.
True. And a secondary part of it, which they're not so happy about, and you probably hear in your business, insurance premiums are slated to go up about 15% on average this year. Pretty big hike because we're in a vulnerable area. Insurance is a significant part of the purchase price. So the groups are getting together. This Downtown Condo Association is having a big meeting at Art Ovation Hotel in October, next week. And what they're going to do is try to not only formalize a plan within themselves, but how to approach the city and what to expect from the city.
Right.
So it's a big deal.
What I like about this, being a resident, let me talk about from my resident hat, not my real estate broker's hat. From a resident's perspective, people are starting to be proactive. They're asking questions. They're talking about this. This benefits everyone. It benefits current owners. It benefits future owners. It benefits current visitors. This is good news as far as I'm concerned.
The fact that they're talking about it and doing something.
We need to put a plan in place.
Yeah.
Because safety is number one as far as I'm concerned, and that's where this is going to lead.
And I think that you're a realtor, so you know this. If you have a buyer and they can see and you can show, this condominium association has a plan, this is the maintenance they've done, this is what they're going to do, and this is how it's funded, that probably feels better than they're figuring it out.
And to me, that adds value, maybe even reflected in the price.
Yeah.
Because if you want to move into a place that you can live for a long, long time. So this is important. We need to come back. We need to keep everyone up to date. This comes close to my heart in terms of how do we maintain and protect these assets called real estate, buildings, condo associations. Yeah,
and a lot of these buildings are somewhat iconic. So they're not all tear downs. Not everything is a build anew. There's some really beautiful architecture and structures that need to be maintained.
So let's come back.
Let's do it.
Steve, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back again with another edition of Out and Around with Mike. Take care.